Hi, I'm Neil Snyder. Thanks for joining me for another Snyder Talk video commentary. Today is the 30th of December 2010, and I've just finished writing my Snyder Talk editorial for December 31st. It'll appear in tomorrow's Snyder Talk, and it'll always be in the archives and in the page and the column on the right of each Snyder Talk post titled Snyder Talk Editorials. But I thought I would do this one as a Snyder Talk video commentary as well, because I think it points to a problem or an issue that demonstrated clearly to us in 2010, something that we've known for a long, long time, but it proves it. And I'm going to read it to you. The title of this editorial is "The Most Important News Item in 2010 Was..." Then there are three periods following that. Picking the single most important news event for an entire year is difficult, and since opinions vary, there won't be unanimity no matter which one you choose. Even so, WikiLeaks revelations are at the top of my list. To reach my final decision, I had to look past the obesity epidemic in the U.S., which is getting harder to do every day since it's an enormous and growing problem, no pun intended. Turkey joining the ranks of Islamist states, debt and deficit problems crippling European countries and raising hope in the United States that adults will finally take over Congress and the White House, death panels, abortion on demand with taxpayer support, gays in the military, and the concomitant push for societal acceptance of the gay lifestyle, which is anything but joyous, as HIV infection rates, suicide, and other empirical data make painfully clear, Obamacare and the countless problems associated with it that are just now coming to our attention, blatant corruption in Afghanistan at U.S. taxpayers' expense, North Korea behaving badly again and again and again, Iran developing or trying to develop nuclear weapons and run the show in the Middle East, the nations of the world calling for a halt to Israeli settlements in Jerusalem, Israel's capital, the rapidly growing number of Islamofascist terrorist attacks globally, global cooling, or is it warming? Actually, the data shows it's cooling, and the list goes on. I finally settled on the WikiLeaks revelations because they prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that government officials across the globe tend to be underhanded, sneaky, duplicitous, double-dealing, and otherwise corrupt. That's not news in a literal sense, but WikiLeaks proved it to all but the most ardent believers in benevolent government control. As we say in the Deep South, there ain't no such animal. The founding fathers of the United States understood human behavior, and they set up a system of government that's supposed to protect us from individual excesses. It's worked well by and large for more than 2 centuries, but the liberal progressives among us still think they know better than the rest of us exactly what each one of us needs to do. They're flagrantly wrong on many issues, as empirical evidence makes clear, but they continue to insist that they have a perfect monopoly on wisdom. It would be laughable if they didn't have unswerving political support from about 1/3 of our population. But the most important reason that I chose the WikiLeaks revelations was because they demonstrate convincingly that we shouldn't put our hope in man or in man-made systems of government. We have no hope except Yahweh. I'll follow him. I hope you'll join me. Have a very happy New Year. Thank you for joining me for this Snyder Talk video commentary, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.